Did you know that there's a line of research now talking about how our brain is a prediction machine, that it's constantly predicting what we're going to experience next based on, what we've been through, what events we've had happen, that it's constantly predicting the next step. And of course, these predictions affect our physiology, affect the way we feel about what's coming up. So when you think of someone that has a fear of flying, the minute they start thinking about flying, the brain is already predicting that it's happening and giving them an experience of anxiety or nervousness in their brain, and in their body, so that it puts them off going. And when we think about what hypnotherapy does and other modalities, including now, psychedelics is starting to be used, what it's doing is it's affecting the way our brain predicts what experience is going to come next. So say you've had, or you're working with a horse rider who's experienced a bad fall in the show ring, and then of course they are going into the show ring again the next time. The brain is predicting what happened last time and giving them an experience which you would call fear and anxiety, which is going to influence the next round. And like I said, working with someone with a fear of flying, they're thinking about hopping on a plane. They're not even there yet, and their body is already full of fear and anxiety, and it's making its way out of not going on that plane trip. So when we look at hypnotherapy, what we do, we work in different states of consciousness, or we work with the imagination, and we change the way we feel about past experiences. We change the way our body feels things have happened to us. We change the stories that we're telling ourselves about experience, which then changes the way our mind or our brain predicts what's coming next. So of course, if I use the example of the horse rider that went into the ring and maybe had a bad fall at a jump, if we worked on a session using hypnotherapy and we, using imagination, created a perfect round, a memory or an imagination of the perfect round, then that of course becomes what the brain is going to predict the next ride on. So of course it's going to change the way the person experiences and feels going into the ring at their next event. So I love it how they're looking into the idea of the brain as a prediction machine and how they're using it to try and explain consciousness, because it really does help to explain what we do with hypnosis, with hypnotherapy, with imagination, with other tools that work in the realms of consciousness. So yeah, cool. The brain as a prediction machine.